I don't just watch it to see, oh yeah, your makeup looks good. No, I want a benefit. I want to learn from it. So that is the reason, darling, my videos are a little long, because I am trying to provide value. You know, I'm not just here showing you, oh, look how cute I look in makeup. No, I want you to get something out of your time. So that is my purpose. So if I take a little while, like if my videos are long, is because I want to show you that this is not easy, but you can do it. And so I'm showing you how you're gonna get there. Hello, darling. Okay, so I'm getting started with the makeup, and so I'm gonna get started with the eyebrows, because you know the eyebrows is an ongoing process here. These products from Danessa Myricks, I've been curious to see if how they worked on the eyebrows, because she says they're multi-purpose. So pick them up and we're gonna try them right now. Nude 11. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so this shade is like a reddish brown, and that is not good for eyebrows. Oh no, this is not good. Okay, so this sets quickly, I think, so we're gonna do this fast. I'm a little scared about the one I have sitting there, but first I have to finalize this, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go over here now. You know what I should have done before? Like, first step is the lamination process, but since I forgot, because I was kind of excited about this. Okay, so there's a lot left right here. Oh, can you get, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put this on the as an eyeliner, because I heard someone today saying that she did her eyeliner before any makeup. So let's give that a try. Okay, as an eyeliner, it kind of it's more, it's not as opaque. The color, like, it kind of moves around, and you have like a very light brown. Oh no, oh no. And remember, I usually don't do tutorials like full on. What I do is I test, like if I have new makeup, I'm testing. Then I just play around with it and try to see what its capability is. Because I don't only test, I test quality, and I test versatility, because that's important, because that's where you get your money's worth as well. That, to me, like for me, that determines if the investment is worth it, if the item is versatile. I'm not a big fan of one trick ponies. The reason I brought that up is because like, don't follow this as a tutorial. I'm trying to achieve different purposes here. What I mentioned, and also and I try new techniques. Like if I hear something new that I have not used before, I'll try it here. And through all of that in my videos. If you see something that you want to try, go ahead, pick out that technique, what you see me do. If you like it, incorporate it into your routine. That's awesome, you know. So my purpose is, and sometimes within that I do get into a mini tutorial within the video. um unless my video says it's a tutorial, and then I'll let you know, you know. But usually, like, this is why I'm saying it, because like I don't want people thinking that this is not a proper tutorial, because I'm not always teaching how to apply or showing my application of the makeup. Sometimes I am just playing with the makeup to see if the value is good, if it's versatile, and just getting all the details from that product. And yeah, so this is a multi-purpose video. Is not just because I'm just curious about makeup. That's why I'm uploading my videos, because I want to play with makeup, and because because I know I've been doing makeup for over 20 years. Oh my god, when I saw Mac, when RuPaul was in the big posters, and his makeup, I had never seen makeup as good as what uh RuPaul what was had on the huge posters. They made these huge posters for him, and I would just be like so mesmerized by his makeup. Oh my god. And like, man, when I sometimes watch Rag Race, like I've watched it several times. I haven't, like, I think I've watched like 2 seasons or something. But like when I see him, I'm like, wow, that just reminds me of my um initials of my introduction to makeup. And like, I loved makeup, but but at that time it was just drugstore. When Mac came and RuPaul came, oh my god, that was the first time I tried um like professional makeup, or like makeup that, you know, was not drugstore. um and because they had just opened, and it was like the big thing, right? So that's the era that I grew up. Mac opening, and that huge. Right now Mac is not as huge, of course, right? But then like Mac was what Sephora is now. Well, Sephora's kind of going down now, I think. um well, because of COVID, I think that's why I'm thinking that, because COVID. So like, we still have to, we haven't recovered to that big hype of makeup and Sephora and all that, right? So that's why I said that. But so what Sephora was pre COVID was what Mac was for many years. And the first YouTubers were just reviewing Mac. So Mac expanded to the US, or maybe they just opened in Canada and the US, but it is Canadian homegrown. And the US was blessed by Mac. Like, everybody was just as infatuated with Mac as I was. So I've been seeing makeup in quality and colors and applications, techniques since then. I critique the products, you know. I like have opinions because I have history. I haven't, like, I've seen a lot. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just bring other people along and have fun with me. while I see new products. Concealer. So I used this one in another video, but I like to use them over like several times to get to know the product, the consistency, what color it is, like seeing the exact undertone, the color, the depth, the this is light neutral number 22. In the 90s, when I started going into makeup, eyebrows were not a thing, you know. I think YouTube was where we started doing eyebrows and more trendy or like Sephora brand came, like Anastasia, sorry. Natasha, I always get those girls confused. Huda. I love this because one side is pointed, and so that means that I can actually, it's like a pencil, you know. And then I'm gonna go over here just to carve them. I'm gonna blend this side. Now how am I gonna go around that eyeliner? Well, with this brush, and we have to put this concealer there because we're gonna put eyeshadow there after. I love this because it's slanted, so you can, like I just did, like I just went like this. So the top, the longer side, like I went like this. I could also use this side, but this is like longer, and you're able to just drag it. Favorite concealer brush. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with another Danessa Myricks item. So I heard that this is good. Now I don't know what it is at the moment. So main squeeze, how to apply. Apply to face under makeup or wear alone. Okay, yeah, I was planning to use it as like a foundation, but I haven't even opened it yet. I have no idea what this product looks like. Here we go. So on to the discovery of today's makeup. Okay, how to apply. Apply to face under makeup or wear alone. Oh, okay, she does not give us instructions. Cierro primero. Okay, no. Resumbas para el rostro. Serum vas para el rostro. I think that's Spanish. Okay. So yeah, all she says is wear alone or under makeup. That is Glowy Serum Priming Face Serum. This is a 1.1 ounces. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply it on my face. Okay, I did put, oh no, this is like a prime. Oh, okay. I don't think it has color. No, this is like a prime, or maybe I got one that's too light. Maybe I should have gone with a darker one. I don't know. Okay, let me see. So if you are gonna wear this alone, that means that you don't want any cover. You're not looking to cover anything on your face. You're just looking to moisturize it, basically. Now I'm like, why did I hear that this was amazing? It feels like an oil, moisturizing. Yeah, this just feels like, see, my face has not changed. My face has not changed at all. As of now, I don't recommend this because the only benefit I am seeing at the moment is moisturizing, and I can do that with a lotion. Okay. Okay, so I thought this was gonna be like a foundation kind of thing, but it's not. So this is the Tom Ford's new foundation. It's a traceless soft matte foundation. So it's a natural soft matte full cover, 40 shades. Okay, that's all it says. And I'm gonna use this for I'm gonna use the darkest one, the lightest one. I'm gonna try to use all of them. Since I'm gonna do stripes on my face, I'm going to use this. So I am opening. Okay, so I have here color 05. So 05 porcelain. 4 fawn. And this one is 72 sepia. And the last one is 1005 mocha. I'm gonna go in with the darkest one. Mocha 1005. And this foundation came out and I was not interested in picking it up because so that is mocha 1005. This is a fantastic way to check what, like, if you what the tone, what the foundation looks like, the tone and all that. So that is one of the purpose of doing this right now. So see what I mean? Like, I like to make something useful, like in different ways. There we go, darling. If this is your skin color, that's what that will look like. It has a reddish undertone and a golden undertone. I like. Okay, so like I was saying, sorry, I jump all over the place. Oh, I should keep the colors here so I can show you what colors I'm applying. Okay, so this foundation, when it came out, I was not interested because I tried his stick foundation, which a lot of people love, and I didn't think it was such a big deal for the price. The packaging is cute, like it's amazing. I would love to own that, like have that packaging on my collection, but I didn't think it was worth the price. But I might. I have a the cosmetic store nearby. Maybe at some point I will go and pick up some of his stuff. Okay, so that is the darkest one. You know what? I'm gonna put it. Yeah, let's go for it over here. It has a little bit of a scent. I don't mind scents. I actually like them. So, because I'm not sensitive to scents or perfume or anything, I love them. So what was I gonna say? I forgot. So here we are. Jumped into a little tutorial. This is how you contour. We're gonna do what JLo does. To contour. I was thinking to do some of the Met Gala looks. I saw I think the first makeup I saw was of Gigi Hadid, and she just has like a silver. Patrick Todd did her makeup, and she just has. So I'm taking very small amounts because this color is quite dark, and I want to be precise, and I want to be able to blend it, you know. And I don't want to be left with a whole lot to blend. So less is better. But I like the undertone, and it's a very light foundation. So far with this tone, it looks like it's a full cover because I'm getting like dark, right? Pigmented. But then this is like way dark for my skin. Um, so we will analyze that again when I get to the colors that are more my skin tone. So when it comes to this contouring here, be very careful. Go like small, like a little bit at a time, and blend, and then add as you need, because this can quickly look crazy. If you don't blend it out, it can look crazy, darling. So I'm going over here. And if you're gonna do a lot of contouring here, like J-Lo does, for of course, she has to because she's in front of lights. Like she doesn't do that every day. That's just like performance makeup, or you know, when she wants to be sculpted or it's natural, as what's I forgot the guy's name, her makeup artist, or one of them, Scott Barnes. So I'm going very slow, darling, and I am showing you the process because so that you know that this is not done quickly. Like it's not just a swipe. It's not like you're applying makeup. When I apply makeup, I'm like, it's fast. Like it's, you don't have to be so precise as to where you're applying it because you're just applying it all over the face, right? So I am going up a little tiny bit, but just like I didn't do a whole stripe over here. The stripe, I try to do it here. And then and then when I'm going, like a little bit of the brush, like this much is going over here. Now, even though I went little by little, I feel like I'm gonna go in here this time. So when you are applying this stuff, go with a small brush. For me, I believe that smaller brushes are better. For my face, I don't have any, like, I don't like big brushes. Not even for powder. Like, I mean, they create these big, this is not that big, but these are the ones for all over powder, but not even, I don't even like using those because there are certain parts that, so okay, so while I was doing this, I was doing something else, letting this dry, because, and now that it's dry, we go like this, up, up, up. And this ensures that this part will stay the darkest, because, and if you go out too much, go this way, you know? So you can being very careful not to come too low. So I am too close to here, so I am sweeping it back and going up. And while I'm doing this, I'm grabbing some of this dark and pushing it up, but not going all the way here, because if you go all the way in the line here, you're gonna push it down, and we do not want that. Like some people put it right here, the contour, or yeah, contour right here. That's good too. But for me, I am very careful not to like I don't want to. I like my cheeks. I like where they are, and I don't want to accidentally diminish them. So I go right under the bone, and if it's too low, you could always go in with the with your natural concealer, you know, because we're gonna do that. This is just like one step, and I'm gonna bring it here right now with what's left over, because for me, I don't apply much here. And don't go around this area here. Leave this kind of with nothing. Just go like right here. If you have a small forehead or proportionate, there's no such thing as a small or big forehead. It's just in proportion to your face. Is it small or big in proportion to your face? Mine's, I believe it's in proportion, so I only go here. And I have some little veins that you can see here, so I might want to just bring it down a little bit because that will cover it a little bit. I don't always do that, but like today I just saw it and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to talk about that because I do that sometimes. Or you know, sometimes it's necessary, right? Like, or sometimes you want to just cover it sometimes, or you're just in the mood for it that day, because makeup is just having fun, just playing. So when it comes to concealer, I mean bronzer, I like to bring it up a little bit over here. And here, this part, I leave it, I don't put any of this in there, of the dark contouring color. And then here I go up a little bit, just a tiny bit with what's left in the brush. Okay, now with the same brush, we're gonna go and put in something that is more my shade. I think that I might be in between these two colors, so I'm gonna use both of them in different areas. 4.0 Fawn. I'm gonna start over here because this is the safest part. Like if you're not sure how it's gonna turn out, you can do here because this part can be lightened. And you can go over here. So this, putting a light one here is gonna contrast with the dark right here, right? Probably put too much there, but and over here, I am going on top of the, just over here in this section, I'm going on top of the dark that I applied there because like I'm blending the two colors together. If you really want to sculpt your face, you can go with the lighter color here to make that distinction. The foundation formula is really good. It's really light. And this one is lighter than my skin shade. And I feel like it is still full cover. It's either a medium or full. I will read the information later. And I love playing with the samples. I always try to get samples because I love playing with different colors like this, you know? This is how I have fun nowadays. Before I was going to the mall, but now I'm not that excited about the mall anymore. Okay, now I'm gonna go with a the next one, which is sepia 7.2, and this one is, I believe it's slightly darker than my skin, so we're gonna, can you see? Yeah, it is a little bit. I hope it translates in the camera. So I might have to mix them. So I'm gonna bring it out of my nose because I know I want some contour there. So it's not a problem if it's too dark. I like the formula. If it doesn't crease, I might consider picking this up. I heard good reviews of this foundation. The formula is super light. So at this point, when you are going in with your color, you can go in and, you know, adjust the darker color that you applied before. So I'm going very light with sepia. Okay, I'll tell you right now, it doesn't, let me see, okay. I'm going darker here because I am seeing, I was almost about to make a conclusion, but then I decided, you know what, let me go in more with the foundation to see if I'm actually correct. So right now I'm blending into the other color. Yeah, I think my color could either, this would be sepia, would be my summer color for sure. If I want to pick up my color, maybe I would go in between 4.0 and 7.2, which is the only ones I have here, these two. So if you are my skin shade and you're interested in this foundation, go something in the middle. Although if I were to pick something, if I only had two choices between this one or like these, a choice between this, whoa, okay, you saw that before I did. Yeah, so if I had a choice, I would go with the darker one, the sepia. Although it's looking very orange, like it has an orange undertone, but I'm not hating that. I love my orange undertones. That is how I feel like my skin looks the best, with an orange undertone. Like a golden undertone is the correct description probably, but I like to say I say yellow. Yeah, a lot of times I say yellow because just to make sure that it's golden. Because I've seen golden that is not golden. So in person, this is looking very dark. Like not very dark, but you can see, like you can see the difference, right? I can see it on my screen here. But even though it's like the lighter one that I put on, even though it was lighter, it didn't look ashy. And I think that's because it's a neutral undertone. Yeah. Unless the lightest one looks more pinky, porcelain looks like it has a more of a pink undertone. The other two that I've applied so far, they have a golden undertone. So I'm gonna go, okay, I'm gonna go in with the lightest one, the pinky one that I just said. That's what that looks like. And I'm gonna use this as a concealer, like just on top of this concealer. So this one, as per how this is looking at me right now, I would not repurchase, but I don't know if it's okay. So the formula, I feel like it's not full cover enough for me. Like it's very light cover, But that could be because this is too light for me. It could be that. That could be the reason why I'm not loving it. So another thing I like to do when I'm testing foundations is using it as a concealer, just to see its potential, just to see how far it can work, you know? Not that I would use it as a concealer, but for those off chances that I want to apply my makeup very fast and I don't want to go looking for a concealer, I want to be able to know that I can just apply the foundation and I will look okay. You know, I will have some cover and it's not going to crease all over, or it's not going to look awful. You know, like those are the foundations that I like investing in. So this is a mixture between the concealer and fawn. No, porcelain. So I'm going to bring it out here in the areas that I would put a concealer or like highlight. And in some places I might, like over here, blend it in with the darker one. And like right here and right here. We're gonna let that dry. That was probably too much, but it's fine, it's fine. So even though this is way too light for me, even as a concealer, I'm just like doing highlighting and bronzing and also playing around with these colors. So even though this is way too light for me, it does not look ashy on me. That's because it's a neutral undertone. And the colors are good. Like the formula is good. That is why it's not looking horrible. And that's when you know that a formula of a foundation is good. When no matter what color you're using, it doesn't look horrible. Like you might not want to walk out with it, but you don't look like you're using Halloween makeup. Like it still looks sophisticated, you know, but not your shade, but still looks good. Let that dry. And then I'm going to dare to go here a little bit. To bring up the cheeks, and I'm going to let that dry. Put a little bit more here. This is why I love small brushes, because you can really do detail work, like small brushes for the face. This is a concealer brush, and I'm going very lightly. I'm going to bring it up here. I think that this super light shade of foundation, in terms of the color, the shade, it looks better than this one, than the formula of this. So this concealer would be good if you want a light concealer. This kind of reminds me of the formula that Charlotte Tilbury brought out with her concealer. I think it was the last concealer she brought out. because it's very moisturizing, but at the same time it's very light cover. But if you're interested in this one, you might have a better opinion of it if you get it in your shade color. Here I'm working with the wrong shade color, so that could be why. So I lightly went in to blend it in a little bit, and then continue to let it dry. And then going back into other things and checking this out. How are you doing here? How are you doing? Okay, it's doing good. So this is detail work. And it's creasing here, which is okay because I don't think I had much creasing with the concealer alone. But now that I just came in and looked at this after applying I'm just noticing that my eyeliner here is almost gone. But here's good, and what matters is the tail, because I can always go back and do the other part. So let me see what this is, how this is doing. Nothing came out again. A little bit, but with the setting spray, this will last all day. And you know what? The color now, it oxidized and it doesn't look as reddish. That reddish undertone that I noticed in the beginning, it's not there. Like it's very small, but I do like it. Like I like the color too. But now that I dried, it looks darker. So I think I'll be able to use this over here and use it as I planned when I ordered it, which is combine both of them. But the darker one here and the lighter one here, I'll probably do that next time. So subscribe to the channel, put on your notifications. I'll probably do that in the next video, because this eyebrow situation is an ongoing thing, a journey that I am bringing you on with. If you're not interested, just fast forward the video and look at all the other stuff. Oh no, okay. I'm gonna put this. I just put the brush on top of the foundation, so I'm gonna come and bring it here. I love foundations that don't need a primer, and I can use it as a concealer as well. Like for those days that you don't need to be perfect, you don't have to put a concealer because you have a foundation that is good. When those things align with a foundation, that's when I fall in love with it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the next shade, sepia, and I'm gonna go in here a little bit because, so this is the third application in this area. So I'm gonna go in here just so that it's not so. Now some areas of my face that I'm very particular with, like there's people that are particular with their freckles. They want their freckles to show through. For me, what I want to never dim the light on is my cheeks. Because I think I was blessed with my dad's cheeks. He had super nice chiseled face. And his sisters and other family, they have that. So I'm a little chubby right now, so it's not as prominent. Maybe like it could get better. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go and set with the Kosas, this is a new product, or a new product to me, that I have fallen in love with, and because it's so good. But I am continuously testing it still, and so I've used it like 3 or 4 times, and so far I can report that it has not um disappointed. Set this part right here. So if I hit pan on this, if I use it all up for the next sale, I'm going to buy the bigger one because this is like pretty good. And okay, now let's see with this, the nose. I'm gonna go into the one that's a little bit darker than my skin color, and just, actually I should go with the darker one here because I'm trying to shape. There we go. You shape this little white button here, and I'm gonna use Patrick Ta's new brush, dipping it into that darker color, and just a tiny bit. When you're using a darker color, use very little and increase as needed, because those ones can get you in trouble really quick, and then you're gonna have to go take everything out. I just grabbed too much, and then, so since I grabbed too much, I'm gonna put it there, leave it, and then I can go back into the other ones that maybe I took so much out. Applying makeup, like detail makeup, as I am doing at the moment with complexion, it's not a linear activity. It's a process that you can go in circles with, and that's because you're perfecting your final product. So that's a little too much. I'm gonna wipe it off and go in here, and at the moment I am removing some of the product. There we go. And if you have to, bring in your hands to help. So now I'm gonna go in with that same, but I'm gonna go over here just a tiny bit, because I noticed that sometimes this section here I don't contour, and then you can really notice. And another reason why I love playing with samples like this is because if the formula is good, it's all the same formula that you are contouring with, highlighting with, and doing your normal shade with. So this has to be very blended, just dark enough to do the contour that you want. Oh, this is really nice how it goes in this contour right here. It helps. You can do your nose with any other brush, like I can do it with this, no problem. I can do it, no problem. But this brush just has a little something more. So if you want, and brushes last forever. That's why when, like, I know that when I'm investing in a brush, it's a good investment. You're not gonna use it all up, you know. The only thing you have to be careful is not losing it. Okay, now I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. I know that some people like to do all of this white, but I found that for me it does not really work. It could be because of my skin tone. Um, the ones that I've seen it from, they could we could have different skin tones and different colors and different skin tone. Things work differently. So when you're contouring over here, make sure it's lighter than over here. So you're blending in. Now this part right here, do it as dark, or that could be like the darkest from anything else in your nose. And we're gonna snatch the nose up. A lot of the times I forget to do this, and then I see in my video or my thumbnail, because I don't take, I I screenshot my videos to get the thumbnail. I just don't believe in taking pictures for the thumbnail. My camera is good enough, unless I stop believing that, I will make changes. But for now, I love, like, because this is the fun part, like playing with makeup, but the editing part is not so fun. And that's why in the past I have not uploaded videos, because oh my god, like the editing part is not fun. And another thing, and I think in two of my videos, and this may happen in the future, so you've been warned. Don't get mad at me, because it's editing is not my favorite part. So okay, so I have two videos that I think I, because when you're editing you have to cut and paste, or yeah, and sometimes I forget to delete it. And oh my god, girl, I've done enough editing in my life. I mean, in university, all that paper editing, I just don't like it. Like I'm like, I had enough of looking into fine details. And I'm not young anymore. My eyes are not as good anymore. Like, things have changed. I'm going back and forth here, darling. Sorry if this is an issue, but okay, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this in. Sometimes I delete some of the process, but I do record it just because sometimes I watch videos and I'm like, wait, we were in the process of getting to where you are, and there's a disconnect there. I did not see that process. I want to see it. Because when I'm looking at a video, I want to learn. So I don't just watch it to see, oh yeah, your makeup looks good. No, I want a benefit. I want to learn from it. So that is the reason, darling, my videos are a little long, because I am trying to provide value. I'm not just here showing you, oh, look how cute I look in makeup. No, I want you to get something out of your time. So that is my purpose. So if I take a little while, like if my videos are long, it's because I want to show you that this is not easy, but you can do it. And so I'm showing you how you're gonna get there. So right now I just went back in here because I felt like it was getting too light. And for this video, this makeup, I want to be chiseled. So I feel that I'm gonna let this dry and then blend it in. So, and they're not even right now, but that's no problem because I'm gonna pull this one up and this one down. It's gonna be okay. So let me see. Oh, okay. While I let that set, we're gonna try the lips. So this is my one size. Now I heard that this is similar concept to Chanel's the one that has Chanel's lipstick that has um the color and then the setting liquid or substance. And I heard that this is different, but I mean it's the same concept. I have not tried the ones in Chanel. I don't know because like the price is like holy shit. And I oh, this is nice. I like it. Oh, I'm sorry. This color is so cute. It's so nice that it made me silent. I'll tell you in a second what it is. Let me just enjoy it. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy the color. The application is really good. You can really do the line. The color is saturated. Like it really, I see the color. Like my lip color does not come through. This is pretty. Okay, Patrick Star. You've had some really good like things. I've tried a few things and I've liked many. Oh, yay, Patrick Star. So this is supposed to be a long wearing. Oh my God, this looks pretty. So, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, you probably, if you've seen these, you probably know what color this is because, okay, because he has very few and very distinct colors. Let's see. It's so beautiful. It's like muted pink, like a mauvey pink, muted pink. It's an everyday color. It could jealous puss. Okay, lip snatcher. Made in Italy. Darling, if you're my shade color, so far, I'm recommending it. Just with the lip thing, this is because it complements my skin color beautifully. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so this side is, I'm continuing with the same side as I did before because I'm going to add a little bit more. So when this came out, I was like, oh yeah, like I mentioned in my other video, I was not really a big fan of his packaging because I like packaging like this, you know, like more sophisticated looking. Natasha, and his is a little bit like for the boys, or like he did have a theme with his first launch of makeup, which was a whole array of different things, which is fantastic launch and a lot of hits. There have been a lot of hits, but what kept me back is I don't really want that cheerleading concept theme of makeup in my vanity. You know, like I want like the ones I showed you, like cute, like nice, sophisticated looking thing. And this is not so sophisticated. That is the only reason it kept me back. But I've heard so many good things about his products. The foundation, the powder foundation, I heard is really good too. And the application, look at that. I didn't even put a lip liner. And it is, oh, I don't need a lip liner. And the color, I can't, you know what? So far, I think that I would repurchase this. Because I would use this like over and over. And if I run out of this color, I would miss it. I already know that I would miss it in my collection. And I wouldn't want to have it. Because some liquid, I think this is called liquid um, lipstick. It's a little wet still, but can you see? It's a little sticky. Now that I remember the review that I saw when this first came out, that's what the girl said. This is why she didn't like it. And if this does not go away, it's a fail. The color, amazing. He nailed the color. Okay, I'm gonna go in and blend this in because I think it's dry enough. Oh, I had some foundation in there. So, my shade color foundation, which is not good. I'm gonna have to wipe this out. I didn't tell you what this was. Number 98 from Sephora, the Sephora collection. And go back. No big deal. Because I did apply a lot in here, which I was a little worried about. So the fact that I put in a lighter color, lighter shade, actually is good. Here I applied less, so I'm glad I didn't go on this side first. Sweeping it up so that it's a gradual tan. And I see that some of it fell out of here or rubbed off, or I probably went in there with a different color. The lighter shade that I had put here is still there. I was not aware, but no problem. I'm just gonna blend them both in so that it's seamlessly in here with a little bit of the darker, just shading it in here. The darker foundation, because this is might be a little too light over here. Oh, okay. Just in person, it's looking way too light. So that is the darkest of my closest shade. Oh, and I did put powder there, and now I'm going in with the liquid. So I'm toning down that and using what's left over and going all over. Now I'm going to take all of that out and swipe the darker one there to blend it in. There we go, darling. Oh, I think I have to go in here a little more. Blending the edges. When it's dry, you don't have to be careful that you're gonna get rid of your work. Just perfecting it. I don't do all of this back and forth as much when I'm getting ready. But right now I'm testing the product. I'm using it in different ways. I'm using a foundation as a contouring shade. Okay, this is looking nice.